Awesome. We are recording as well. Before pair make the move, because it's really close, I'm looking at NZDUSD right now. I'm looking to sell. I spoke about this pair and I explained it in Be Like Water webinar, that why I'm looking to sell this pair. I believe the momentum is down, as we spoke about. Induction phase that they broke DMAs, came back below. We predicted this news and then end up to be a daily structure. So I was waiting for another daily structure, didn't get the nice price action. I was ready around here, but didn't get the price action, so they stop hunted more and then again closed below DMA, which indicates for me that, you see, I'm seeing another cross DMA rejection. So I'm looking to sell this pair because WMA was rejected again. So from Asian session, London session, we had consolidation. We had just one drop, came back up. This one little drop here, why am I selling it? This one little drop here is basically make a wick in 1 hour time frame. So in 1 hour time frame, if you draw a support or resistance from this guy to this guy, and then all here, you can see these are all acting as a rejection. So rejection candlestick pattern for retail trader. And while it's not breaking DMA, also just before we start the class, I just got entered right here, right at the time of class. Last rejection I see in 1 hour time frame from DMA. So I'm currently in profit, almost no drawdown. I think it wasn't even a second, but this is a good one. We predicted before our take profit going to be 0.62500. Our stop loss going to be 0.63097, but it's because it's 15 pip. All right. Anybody has any question about this setup? Like it's not clear or anything, because we already been through this. But I'm just since it's a live session, let's see, before we finish the class, can we back a couple of pips right here? No question? Great. So next pair we talk about was EURGBP. The reason I like to continue talking about what we spoke before is to actually for you to see how we look at this pair, how we wait for pattern to unfold itself and we take our entry, right? So we spoke about this. This was a super bullish overall trend, but in a current bearish momentum. And we thought that it's going to be induction since we got the trap here. I'm explaining again because there might be some people that never been here. We'll go through it. Yeah, I'll check the news too. I think it's at 10 o'clock. But you can see that this trap is working. Sellers are trapped here, which is a touch of trend line. For me, the important was if they come back to the trend line, then it's going to be bearish most likely. They didn't came back. So consolidation was continuing. Yesterday, you could take an entry on respect of DMA because you got the cross too. Let me get rid of this. You got the cross here. You got the bullish momentum showing up. You see DMA rejection. So you could buy. But because of this black DMA here, I'm not buying right now. So I'm just waiting for that clear shift that I didn't see yet. Today, right before London session, price retested the DMA one more time. This was ultimate buy or candle. Next one, a great trade right here. You can basically count this as another shift to retail traders. So if you saw something like this respecting DMA, you can think about it. But be aware, today is Friday. I personally going to take only super cool, nice trades and setups. So if you didn't see good setup, I highly advise you to not trade it. The best day you could trade is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Let me see. Sure, I'll check the Telegram as well. All right, so let's go to some of these USD pairs. See what can we see for news. Let me just delete stuff here. Good. All right. So for the news, I can see. So what I look for the news, guys, usually is ways to find market maker looking for a quick buck. What I mean by that is I'm looking for market maker to create different kind of pattern that they can basically shift the price in one candle and make a lot of money. Does it make sense? So I'm gonna say it one more time. I'm looking to see market maker create special patterns for retail trader, which is our trap patterns. I'm looking to see them that if liquidity be basically obvious to me that they can shift with one candle, just like NZD news last this week, but last webinar. I was basically sure that they're going to shift for the news. At least they need that one candle, but currently I'm not seeing really great trap around here. Let's see. Consolidation in this area is, I'm just looking for what I'm trying to see right now is if there is any retail trader zone like a support and resistance that being worked, so I can reverse engineer retail trader. For news, you have to see most likely what retail trader are doing. So we can see kind of dump in a weekly structure. I mean, okay, 1 week price came down, signature trade. Okay, price moved back up, came above all these averages, and now consolidated for the whole almost week. So this consolidation actually is important. Why? Because it can basically confirm that there is going to be a good move, most likely, or a shift is coming. You know, it can be through news, or it can be just out of nowhere, or just a Trump's tweet. Sure, gold is sell, guys. Gold is sell, but I'll tell you why. So the last thing I'm seeing is that price came below averages, retested it, stopped at this zone. So I actually think that they're going down. Let me just go to 30 minutes quick. We didn't have any cross yet. On 15 minutes, we got the cross. Yeah, I think news is going to drop the price. Well, USD is going down at least to 1.32, I guess. There is a possibility for stop hunt high first. Let me just quickly check what is the basically news. Is it So Cordoba gold. Yeah, it could be. It can stop on high first, but I don't see a lot of high impact news. Well, when usually like NFP, you can see USD news here, and then right away CAD news at the exact same time. And those are when you have to think harder a little bit about potential VIPSA. But I don't think it's going to be a VIPSA. I think they're gonna shift the price down. They did work the high a lot. You can see all of these is trap the buyers out of this range, but you can see the support was respected. All right. Overall trend in daily, you can see it's uptrend. So they can basically just come to here, continue making higher highs. If they stop here, it's a higher low and it can continue going up. All right, let's check out gold, and yeah, let's check NZDUSD 2 for 1 second. If you entered, it's running in profit. I entered the seconds before actually starting the webinar, so it's currently going well. Let's take a look at gold. If the use goes down, maybe we should wait for NZDUSD sell. I'm already in a sell in NZDUSD. Yeah, I usually look for my pattern. I don't care what's happening. My pattern is more important. But so Dylan predicted this move in webinar. We talk about this move that happened actually today, his daily structure. So you can see that if you would just blindly take a trade right here, you would lose. We predicted the daily structure, but I did not enter in any of them. I didn't see a clear consolidation, and I did not like the fact that they're basically respecting all EMAs. So yesterday, I basically took no trade. All right. Now, today you could take this trade, beautiful retest in London session and go down. But I don't, if you saw price came to DMA and stop right here, you can think of more further move, or initial take profit could be here, the first one. But since the move actually happened for the day, well, I believe it can go more. Obviously, ADR of gold is much higher. That's just 160 pip, 150 pip. They go 400, 500. But if they come back and retest it, it can, trapping people who buy this momentum, buy this, basically, there's a lot of people when it start going down, they start buying it. Or when it start going up, they start selling it. They're all, in trying to take those reversals. So I think if they come back and stop at DMA, leave a wick up there, all this area is the trap. Okay. But there is a chance also, as I said, it's a Friday. This is very unlikely that they come back all the way back above DMA around here, forming a daily structure, because there is people seeing this bearish momentum and they see this next one here, so they jumped in. Now, if market wants to stop them out, it has to take the price up. It's really depending on how stupid a retail trader at the moment. Are they selling it? Are they buying it? Whatever they do, market maker going to do the opposite. As I said in well, I didn't say it in academy, Buy equals sell, sell equals buy. So if you buying, market maker is selling. If you selling, is buying. So you really have to pay attention how he going to make money. If you don't pay attention to market makers making money, you're gonna have issue. AUDUSD, I see in the chat. There you go. AUDUSD really follows NZDUSD as well. Not in a sell on this pair, but this is also looking good to sell. Yeah. Why looking good to sell? Let's see. I'm gonna delete these because we spent time for this. So, well, actually, let's redo it. Okay. So overall trend, super overall trend, it's down. You can see from all the way up there. To here. Or even here. Yep, that's better. That's the overall trend. And I see it in 1 hour. And we had the induction right from here to here. I'm going to change the color for induction as always. Right here. So now we got the induction. Let's find our trap. That was our trap. We now know that market makers are trapping buyers, reversed on them, all DMAs crossed. So shift, induction, and then continue the move. So again, induction, this was the best entry you could take. Right here, retest of DMA and WMA, end of New York session. Great time to sell. I actually missed this. I remember I was so pissed. 10 pips, beautiful setup. By the end of the week, you could get around 90 pip, same day 70 pip, which is pretty good right here. And then price again does another induction. That's another induction right here. Where is the trap? The trap is here. Support became resistant. Higher high is forming. Retail starts buying. Retail start buying this trend, and it goes against them. How could you trade it? A, reject of WMA all during consolidation, right? And then shift happen after London session. You could sell this one candle. If you don't pay attention to this candle, it's really hard for you to win this game. Okay. You have to basically one of the main rules for me to wait before I enter my trade is seeing a pattern, a weak or a big rejection through one of my DMAs. So this is basically informing me that there is possible sell. Another one says the exact same thing. Am I going to enter? No. Why? Because I know I might enter because it's in a New York session, but all this, since they went to consolidation, I wait for session changeover and all craziness about session changeover spread. And then this is ultimate entry. If you didn't enter right here, you could get it. So now what I see again is another trap. They still can places to come up. Yeah, they can still come up. Right now is retail going to sell it as well. So I'm not gonna sell this right now, just because the fact that retail trader going to sell this right now. Yeah, broken trend. They got their broken trend here. They got their support became resistance. So they're selling. DMA also says sell, but I'm not selling it. If USD CAD, if what I said about USD CAD be right, you can see a crazy shift to WMA in order to induce more buyers. And as I said, they have more space to go for trapping, so they can just come up above here, start trapping people for the next week, even consolidate on Monday, and then make the move. Okay. So right now I'm getting correlations. I see that sellers are being trapped in AUDUSD, and I see that USD CAD potentially gonna go up. So it's kind of confirming the news analysis for me. Let me just check the chat. Sell structure on GU. Let's see. Sell structure on GU. Look at this. I didn't even know I had it. All right. Just 1 second. All right. Sell structure in GU. Yeah, not bad at all. Not bad at all. You got the shift. We got the trap up here. What I mostly look at it is this: break and retest, induce in an uptrend, resistance became support. So now they can move down. DMA cross, consolidation couldn't break DMA. London session couldn't break DMA. So they just keep breaking it down. Yeah. But notice about daily structure. I actually see this, which will come around WMA and the week on consolidation. And then in Monday, they can trap more and then continue the sell. Because of this big bullish trend, I also think they're going down and overall bearish, but you have to think about market makers too. This type of lower low will grab some retail trader on market maker's tail, and he ain't like that. So he doesn't like it. When he doesn't like it, he'll make sure that they're out. How they're out, they can, use news to come up, consolidate, and then continue the move. I hope it makes sense. It's the black EMA. It's 1440. Yeah, it's 480. The white one's 480. The black one is 1440. The TP on NZDUSD. By the way, Euro NZD also having a good buy pattern, which is correlate with NZDUSD. And I see the trap also here. The sellers got trap. So they're kind of correlating together. Overall bullish trend, induction, and now they're coming back up. I got the cross, so I'm actually on this one as well. But this is my last trade for the week. I'm done. I'm gonna keep what I made and not give it back on Friday. Used to do that a lot. Yes. Yes. What you write is correct. Awesome. So NZDUSD is coming a little back. A little more further move to down is enough for me to break it even. Oh, you ask for take profit. The round number 0.62500 is for me, but you can have oh, that's a good TP for me. You can have 30 pip and 0.62 600 and 10 more pip for 500. No problem. Any other question, guys, for me? Let me just show you guys the Bitcoin too. Bitcoin crazy. I'm happy. I have already this. So we actually predicted this in a live session with Dylan when we were around here. Where is it? When we were around here, after this shift, you know, this shift happened, and then this week formed, and I called 6,500 to 7,000 for Bitcoin in a live session. You can go check it out. Check one of Dylan's session. And price continued dropping from there. And just look how beautiful DMA is giving you the direction for this trade. You could sell this right here. You could sell this right here. You could sell this right here. And if I just show you how is the risk to reward, how many pips stop loss you needed for this amount of crazy profit, you will be wonder. So all you had to do, so you know, cryptocurrency can go, you know, our 10 pip is usually 1,000 points in cryptocurrency. All right. So I'm just gonna say, so if you want to trade 10 to 15 pip stop loss, you basically looking at 1,000 to 1,500 pip of a point stop loss in here. So let's have this. Let me just have it in. I'm not gonna say 1,000 because I personally don't do 1,000 pip. I'm just gonna put it. Where is it? These are entry price. All right, so 1,500 from the retest of DMA. Even with the spread, I don't think it would be out on this. And just one day, hold the trade one day. And I'm just gonna say 18,000. 18,000, like, look at the risk to reward. And that's why I love DMA. Because it allows you to enter with the tightest stops possible. And after a time, you basically, if you start using it, after a time, you learn that you should only trust DMA and forget about, you know, all different kind of pattern you going to, like head and shoulder, Batman pattern, all this kind of thing I hear. Instead of using those, you can actually trade it very well. I see you are saying spreads are going crazy on crypto, you mean? On crypto, you can, the DMA, you have to check the webinars about DMA. I can't go through how to set DMA right now. So I don't know which spreads are talking. It must be news right now. Spreads are, you know, playing all the time. So yeah, I have around 8 minutes time. I wanted to just show you what we talk about has no difference in any type of Market, I know USDJPY was a perfect trade today too. And again, we predicted this move. And that's a funny thing, guys. We spoke about this in Monday or Tuesday, sorry. Probably price was around here when I was drawing it. So, oh no, sorry. This was on weekend. Price was here. So we predicted, well, I predicted the price. They're going to retest the MA, come all the way back down, consolidate. I marked this as a area that can potentially go to trap people and then continue move up. So you can see we got the first DMA retest and then lack of liquidity. It's DMA. It's not EMA. Well, it's EMA, but the method is DMA. So lack of liquidity made market come back all the way to WMA. M formation, you see first leg broke it. Second leg retested below. Very nice trade. Very nice trade. You could just sell any of these candles. And then price comes all the way back down in here. And notice how exact price came and trap for how long? For almost 10 hours. They came here. They trapped sellers, came above, consolidate again. Consolidate was caused DMAs to kind of comes together, another shift, DMA cross, and you basically get a shift against retail trader after a trap. So basically a cross after a valid M's or W, which is the most powerful kind of cross. So you can count it as a shift, induction. This is the W formation. Sorry, this is the stop hunt to the WMA. I have to clean something here so you can see it. Yeah, stop hunt to WMA. You see this stop there? Broke, came back, retest, shift back up. So this whole act of market maker trying to break WMA and came up, closed it above, and retested DMA. If you ask me, it's called rejection. Rejection of WMA, failed to break it, and then they came above, another cross, so I know buy is coming. If you don't enter here, just wait for a daily structure in the next day. One of the reason I actually don't enter a lot after, you know, after London is closed, because most likely they'll come back again to the DMA. So consolidation came back to DMA, W formation. You got your candlestick pattern engulfing right here, retesting, basically respecting DMA, came above, another red candle. That's another buy entry, and you should be on profit right now, you know? All right. I don't have much of the time. Make sure for your news, if your NZDUSD trade went to profit, take it out. Currently, it's at break even for me. Came back, and we got news around how long more? 8:30. Oh, I think we passed the news. Yep. Or is it 8:12? I don't know. I'm not sure if that's right. Let me refresh it. Yeah, news is done, guys. News is done. And didn't really do anything. USD CAD. USD CAD came up to here, closed as a week, so you can actually sell this right now. That rejection of DMA is good, but I'm actually not going to sell it. As I said, I'm done for the week. Price is in a range. There is a family meeting here. I rather wait for it, but this rejection looks good. Looks good. Let me explain you more a little. How much time I have? 2 minutes. So you can see these confluences between these three EMAs showing you sell and this one showing you rejection. This is why I don't want to enter. Looks good to sell. I got the momentum, I got the cross, I got the retest, but I got this one as well here. So I'm just gonna call it a no thank you and not going to trade it to see what happened later. You can just take the current short DCR. What do you think? It's good. It's good if you sold it. As I said, it's it's the risk that you take. I'm not selling it whether it's dropped 200 pip because of me don't liking Friday to have a trade open unless it's NFV. Next month, next week probably, we're gonna have fun. Yeah, good work, bro. Good work. Just make sure to close your trade before the week ends. Set an alarm. It's very important. Yeah, NZD is still a sell. All right, guys. Thank you for joining. I hope you enjoy your weekend and make sure to practice and make some progress for your next week. Write down your mistake and what you did very well in this week. Learn from mistake and make sure to repeat what you did really good. Enjoy, guys. Peace.